Hello all, welcome to the webinar on Tally Prime, the best our business can get. So before starting the webinar, I would like to confirm whether my voice is audible or whether my screen is visible or not. Can somebody confirm?
Yes, it is visible and you are very much audible.
Great, thank you, Pramod. So friends, today we will be discussing about the Tally Prime, its journey from when it started, and product release 2 which has come up in Tally Prime that we will be discussing today in detail. So I do have my two panelists with me who will help me in the chat option. So if friends, if you have any questions relating to the flow of the session for the topic, then please write it in chat. They will read out as the flow in the flow of the session. So hope this clears about how exactly we are going to conduct. We are having Pramod and Avinash together with us. So let me take you to today's agenda, like how it looks like. It's says about Tally Prime, the simplify the simplest. So Tally always being the power of simplicity, which we call it as. So here we are redefining the simplicity. So let's see that. And there is a lot of changes in the product which has happened as compared to our earlier product Tally ERP9. So the look and feel browsing, there is a wonderful feature called as Go To, a new button which has changed the world, and people have liked like anything. We have also changed the experience of data viewing and entries, and there are many more capabilities which has been enhanced. So we'll take a glimpse of it, and then we will be coming to a very interesting subject, that is the convenient to personalize. This is basically you will feel that this tally or this report is for me, for my requirement, and I can do it. I can customize it the way I want. So that we will see in the convenient to personalize. Then we will be covering the connected services of Tally. Now, after the launch of Tally Prime, okay, we introduced Tally e-invoicing, and which has really take up the market. Like people are using it exhaustively. The connected services of Tally, wherein like from Tally directly, the e-invoice can be made generated. But now we have introduced the Tally e-waybill, which can be generated from Tally through connected services. Means you do not have to go for an offline way of working. It is directly connected with the portal, and its complete interaction has been taken care of. So here we are going to talk about the connected, complete and compliant thing about e-waybill. And lastly, we will be discussing about accessing about the reports anywhere on the move. And this is one of the most secured way you will be able to access, and you will be enjoying this. And today, together with me, you will be viewing my data on your mobile, on your device, wherever you want. And you will confirm that you will be also in love with that option. So let's start with this. What's Tally Prime? So once again, those who have not been acquainted with Tally Prime, just bringing out to you. We have simplified the simplest means. Once again, we have walked into this lines. The simplicity has changed as due course in the due course of 30 years, and that's why it needs to be redefined. Powerful connected services and secure access to data on the move. So these are the things which we are going to discuss today. So let me take you to the first, simplify the simplest. And here there are a lot of things which have come in Tally Prime. So yeah, here we are going to talk much more about the look and feel, the browsing capability of the change view. These are new things which has come up in the product. So this experience I would like to show you in the product itself, and you would like to figure out and pick up all those things which are needed for you in your day-to-day working. So let me take you to the product, and for product, let me on product for you. So this is the way how Tally opens, Tally Prime, new Tally Prime opens up out for you. Yeah, so this is the first screen which comes up for you. And here, instead of the gateway of Tally, directly first we are coming up with the selection of the company. And if you want to do any operations, you can do it on the upper side. But here, the one of the interesting thing is that you can browse through your data the way you want. It means you don't have to go outside the tally, copy the path and paste it over here. So this is people who are exhaustive users of tally, and they know about this when they are keeping data at different places. So now let me take you to the one of the company. Let's say ABC Private, ABC Enterprise will look into it. We give the username and password, and this opens up the company. I hope you would like the color and flavor of tally with which it is having the top menu bar, and once again your familiar gateway of tally is back. So definitely the gateway of tally will remain as it is. We have not majorly changed into it. So here we are seeing to it that the people who are using tally from last many years, they get the same feel, but even along with them, the new users gets the exposure of various good functionalities, and they would also find it easier. The first time user of tally will also find it very easier and convenient to learn. So here, let me take you to one of the our hero of our Tally Prime, that is the go-to feature, and that is there right there in front of the screen, that is go-to, and on the top when we click it. Now this is one of the innovative way. Earlier, if you see, Tally had a very good way of navigating into the reports, like you go into balance sheet, you go into current assets, you go into sundry debtors, and you go into any of the group, party and ledger, and it can take you to the last mile of the transaction, and from transaction you can do any changes and come back to the gateway of Tally by pressing Enter and Escape. These are two buttons with which you had loved Tally's navigation to an extreme level. But now, once again, Tally thought of redefining it for today's age, and that is the go-to. So from here, I click on go-to, and I can take you to the any report, any voucher you name. And let me take you to the stock summary. If I want to take you to stock summary, I just have to press stock summary here, and I'm reaching that place. Once again, from here only, I can click once again go to. I don't have to go back to gateway of Tally. Just from here, once again, I click on go to, and here from here, if I want to see the receivables, so here I say bills receivables, and I'm reaching over there. Even if I want to see payables, so here I go to bills payables, and I reach over here. So this is the way directly I can move from one place to another place. Let me take you to one of the report more called as the ledgers. If you want to see, let me take one ledger. So I want to see a party over here called Aarti Enterprise, and these are all the transactions for him for the entire year. Sales and receipts, sales and receipts, sales and receipts. So these are all the transactions with this party. But now let me say that if I want to do more analysis for this party, I'm having few classical buttons on the right hand side, and which are uniform across Tally in all the reports. Whichever report you see, you will be able to see these few buttons which are common and very it is useful, and it has a lot of meaning behind this. So let me take you to this ledger, and let's say I want to change view. Change view, what it means that means if I want to see the same ledger with a different angle, so I can see it. Let's say I want to see it bill wise, so I click this and I am able to see it bill wise. Okay, now if I want to see this ledger, let's say monthly summary, so I can see the monthly summary, which tells me that what all sales has been done for this party and what all the collections in the credit sides can be seen. So it gives me some insight about this party in a nutshell. Again, if I click on change view, and if I want to see the movement analysis, it talks about all the products which have sold to this party. So this gives me a good summary about change view. We saw go to, now we are seeing the change view. Businessmen really like this because they really like to do a lot of analysis of their data, and they want to take vital decisions onto it. Now, along with that, there are some good exceptional reports for this party. Okay, for this report, like this, for all the reports, there would be an exception report. So let's say for this party, if I want to see sales orders pending, so I can see the sales order pending. So any other exception reports, all the exception reports can be figured out over here with detail. So this is one of the way how exactly you can do the analysis of the party. But friends, I would like to draw your attention to one of the very wonderful thing which has come up in Tally, and that is the save view. This save view, believe me, whatever reports you do surfing into Tally, and you do some type of configurations to that report, and you would like to revisit that report and once again doing that configuration, would be a cumbersome job for you. So, and you might have to remember that also. So even without remembering, and if somebody else also, some other expert also from your team does know about that, you don't have to go to him once again. Okay, he will be able to save the configurations for your reports. Let me take up one example. Okay, so let's say I want to go to a report. Once again, I'll go from here only, Alt G for go to, and from here I want to go to sales register. Okay, so let me say sales register, and here these are all months breakup, and I'm making for the entire period, let's say till 31st of March. Okay, now I'm able to see all the sales transactions over here. Interestingly, I get one more button over here on the right hand side called as show profit. Friends, this is really a good report for business people when they are selling to their clientele at differential rates, and definitely they would like to see the profitability per transactions, and some people would like to see their transactions for some criteria. You can fit up some criteria over here or filters over here by pressing Alt F12. Let's say I press Alt F12 and I can give a filter over here. Okay, I want to see all the sales vouchers having voucher type name containing sales. So here all the sales voucher definitely are there, but here if I want to filter for amount, okay, amount, ledger amounts having greater than, let's say 1 lakh rupee. I'm able to see now all the sales transactions above 1 lakh. Okay, and it shows me the profit also. Now I've done two configurations. First thing is I went to sales report, then I may set it for entire period. I've given a filter, and the show profit also I have configured. Now if I go back from this, okay, then all these configurations which I have said I would lose it, and I'll have to repunch if I want to revisit this area. Now for that, this one unique thing which has been provided from Tally side is the save view. When I click on the save view, I can just name this report. Let's say sales register wow 1 lakh. Okay, with profit. Okay, this much I have done. Here I can do some advanced configuration and I can save it for this specific period, and the specific period is for the entire year from 1st April to 31st of March. I have saved this. So this gives the entire saving of it. And then once if I anytime I want to see this report from gateway of Tally, let's say if I'm on gateway of Tally, I've just opened Tally, and now if I click on Alt G for go to, which is my favorite, and see here whatever I have saved is seen over here. Sales register above 1 lakh. I just press enter and I'm reaching to that report. Any additions during the year sales transactions above 1 lakh will be filtered and will be shown to me just on a click of button. Isn't it interesting? Friends, what say?
So there is excellent response for this feature. Darshan, there is one question. Can we see age-wise outstanding in similar format? I mean, similar feature.
Definitely. Let's configure that. So we are from the go to. I'll click on, let's say, total receivables. Okay, bills receivables. And let's say if I make the aging over here, and aging here I'm making as 30, 60, 90. Okay, and I'm saving it. Okay, and I'm able to see all the outstanding with age. And now let me save this view. Okay, and here I'm saying all the bills receivables. Okay, with 30, 60, and 90 days age. Okay, and if I want to set this any advanced things, now I can set it over here also. If I want to set it for a period, I can set it for that also, but I'm not just saving it. Now see, it's saved. So once I can from the gateway of Tally, I press Alt G, and now see this has been seen for me. Bills receivables 30, 60, 90 age, enter, and the report is available. I hope this was the requirement.
Yes, accountant is very happy with this kind of feature. There is one more question. The participant wants to know, can we set it for all the users in the company? So they've got multi-user. They want to set the this standard report for all the users.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely. Good question. This is so when I click on the save view, there is an option over here in the advanced configuration. And now here there is an option for this company. OK, so now this company is used by whomsoever in my LAN environment, or even if this company is copied and taken to some other environment also. So here I can save it. And now any user in this company who is having the access for bills outstanding will be able to see. So for those for whom, let's say for my data entry, I have not allowed him to see the outstanding report, and manager I have allowed him to see the outstanding report. So definitely he will be able to see, and along with this aging, what I've configured over here, he will be able to see this report, that is I've said as bills receivables 30, 60, 90 age, and that is for this company. So since I've saved it for this company, it will be seen over here. I hope this suits the requirement of the.
Yes. So participant has said thanks.
Yeah, thanks so much. So this is
Darshan, there is a one more query. Chartered accountants want to see cash vouchers more than value of rupees 10,000, and same questions from another CA. Is it possible to make such reports and save for all available customer data?
Okay, let me take your first question first. So from here, let's say if I go into, this is majorly, yeah, in tax audit, this is one of the requirements. So if I go into go to, and let's say for ledger vouchers, I say cash. Okay, I think they might be seeing about this report, and cash payments about 10,000 they would like to filter. So here, this is very specific cash ledger. Alt F12. Let me first figure out this vouchers having amount greater than 10,000 and vouchers having, okay, voucher types name containing payment. So okay, so let me say this 2,000 transactions has come up, which is about 10,000, and this they would like to audit. So yes, this is one type of filter which they can do. Now from here they can click on save, and I can rename it as cash payments above 10K. Okay, and here I can set it as Acha, what was the second question, Avinash?
Can they save this report for all available data of their clients?
So Tally means here, this is one option, like all the companies. Okay, but let's say since I'm doing the audit on my machine, if I want to, this report will be seen for all the companies on my PC. So that's why the name nomenclature used over here is all companies on this computer. So when I click on this and save it. And one more interesting thing over here is that it is save with the master selected to open the report. Means for opening this report, we selected cash as the ledger. So if I want to set it for the cash specific, okay, so it will be going over here, and it will and if I at all it is for period, I can save it for that also. So like this, it will come up. Okay, so let me take again to the gateway of Tally, Alt G, and cash payments about 10,000. Okay, so here, oh, I had not set it for the period, so that's why see it is coming October, November. I'm making it for April and November. Now see it is with the filter. So I think I'll make a small modification over here and set it for the period also. I'll make it for from 1st April to 31st of March, and then click on save view, and here I set it for the period also. So next time I won't have to set the period also. The gateway of Tally, I press Alt G, and cash payments about 10,000. It has come up, and the period has also been saved. So I hope this this requirement is matching out, right, Avinash?
Yes, yes. They sent their confirmation.
Great, thanks. So this is basically requirement of many things, like chartered accountants would love many things in Tally, especially sales register. Whenever they see the sales register, they like to see in columnar format. Okay, so always they have to click and see the columnar format and do some changes or modifications into it. And this we can save it as the save view option over here. So these are all the interesting things which has come up with this save view. I hope people would like this because this is one of the very good thing which business people would love, and even chartered accountant would love this for a good way. So this is one thing I would really like to share with you today. There are many other good things like look and feel. Definitely the color combinations, you would have loved it. There are a few more interesting things which has come up, like in the we have started work from home culture, and many times we work in nights also. So there was one in one of the sessions somebody had said that can we have night mode in Tally? So this is one thing which is there in Tally which has recently come up. Like you can go to display and you can say that I don't enable colors. I can just disable that and make it black and white and reduce the brightness also. So this is one of the interesting thing which has come in the recent Tally Prime. So this way it works, and this is at the top menu bar, which is really interesting. So at any point of time, the top menu bar remains as it is. This helps you to move from one report to another report. I mean, if I'm doing some work, I can, if I want to print some other report, I can definitely do that. Let's say I'm in profit and loss account, and if I want to print something else, somebody has come up and asked for something print, so I can go to others and print other options. Like if I want to print one ledger or print some voucher, or if I want to go print some bills receivable reports or something like that. So I can do when I'm doing my own work, I can do the print options on the demand of any other person. So like this top menu bar has really been one of the need.
That's
and it gives
one question. Can we use this email and print option while being into any data entry?
Yes. So even like if I'm into transaction and in while transacting, if let's say I want to print something else, like if I want to print let's say the day book. Okay, so I can just print from here the day book, and then when I'm just clicking back, I'm back into my transaction. So even during in the middle of transaction, if I'm there, I can do that printing or emailing or exporting or importing or anything of that sort. So this top menu bar is really gaining a different type of efficiency in the organization. Especially many people used to open 2-3 tallies in their systems and then later on they toggle and do it. So here they won't have to do that subject. Okay, and they can just make a move from here itself, and they can make the use of the top menu bar. All right. So these are few things which is really amazing things which has come up. Browsing, I will, as I showed you, browsing was some shortcut keys, chart of accounts, change mode, top menu bar, which I have discussed, go to switch to, change view, basis of value, exception reports, save view, and these are many more things which are there in Tally Prime. Please, friends, please do explore it. And whenever you face any problem, please get in touch with our partner who is conducting this session. So please be a good explorer for this subject. Pramod and Avinash, if there aren't any questions, can we move on to the next area?
Yes, we can proceed.
Yeah, thanks. We can take the Q&A at the end. Meanwhile, there are very good agendas today. There are e-way bill and which I would really like to give you an exposure of it, because this is the connected service, and this connected services has gained a pace in the last few months, because we started with e-invoicing as the first step towards connected services, and now e-way bill is one of the need for all the people who are having movement of goods from one place to another above 50,000 and many other criteria. So let me take you some free prerequisites, what all the prerequisites needed for this. Yeah, definitely we need Tally Prime. and there are a few configurations which we need to do on the portal. So here for the online e-way bill, first we have to register ourselves onto the e-way bill portal Tally, and we have to select a GSP called Tally India Private Limited, and we have to select the API as Tally India Private Limited. Now, how do we register? So when we register, we go to this portal. Okay, and the portal is ewaybill.nic.in, and on here we are having the registration click. So when we click on this registration, it takes me to a page, and it tells me that you specify all your GSTN number and CAPTCHA. So based upon that, it will populate me the my email address and my phone number. So after confirming that, when I click on send OTP, so these are the normal process what you can we need to do. So once we give the details, when we log in into it, it will send an OTP, and then I'll be able to enter into it. So this is the registration process for this e-way bill system. Here I set a new username and password. Now, when I click on this new username and password, means basically this username and password helps me to log in inside the e-way bill system. Okay, so this is that username and password. Okay, now regarding like this user first, the thing what we have used for username and password, that is not the password which we will be using for sending the e-way bill from Tally. For that, now if you have already registered on this portal, the next step is very important, and you have to do this so that you will be able to send e-way bills from Tally itself. When you are generating your invoice, the same time you can do it. Okay, you can send it. So, but for that you have to select some things, and you have to get some credentials for that. So let's see how that works out. Now we have to select Tally India Private Limited as the GSP in the API system. So first we have to log in. Now the username and password, the registration username and password, we will write it over here to enter into this e-way bill system. This is very important. We need to do. We go to home page. On the left hand side, there is a registration button over here for GSP. Okay, so here we write the email address, and we log in over here with OTP. Now here we are saying I'm selecting the GSP. Now which GSP I'm selecting? I'm selecting Tally India Private Limited. Friends, this is very important. The username for the API user already assigned using your company name and GSTN number. So here you will be seeing that so it is something your company name or some prefix from there. Okay, then it is something your some number comes over here. Maybe it is from your PAN or GSTN number. Okay, then it is API _ API. Okay, so this is very important, and here it is maximum 3 characters you need to write over here, and it is numeric. So this becomes your username. Okay, this becomes your username, and this username you have to specify when you are making the transaction in Tally and you are uploading. So maximum is 15 digits password you need to set over here, and minimum is 12. So API, now this is the API user is created, and you can log into e-way bill portal from the Tally Prime using this credential. Okay, the credentials which we saw right now, which had underscore API underscore and that 3 numbers, and before that also. So this becomes your username. Okay, when you're sending it from Tally. Now this is very much useful, not only to send e-way bills, but also for other things like validations, GSTN validation or HSN validation, that we will be covering today. So I hope these were the prerequisite which we need to do. Okay, if you are stuck up anywhere, okay, you can get in touch with the GST portal also. They can also guide you for that, and you can get in touch with our Tally partners also. Okay, they will also guide you for the same. Okay, so done with that. So let's see in the product lab how exactly it works out. Okay, let me give you one scenario of the e-way bill, and see, this is the yeah, this is my Tally. Pramod, can you just confirm whether you are able to see my Tally screen?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah, thank you, Pramod. So I'll just log out from here. Okay, now I want to show you in one of the e-way bill. So company. So if I want to navigate into that, it is maybe this is not in this folder. So I can go up. I can go from select drive. I can navigate through D drive, let's say into Tally, and from here I go into testing, and here I'm having some data, and from here I go into. So this is the company which I would like to show you for that purpose. Now, friends, I'm doing it on Sandbox. You can do it on your production server also and test it. Okay, so from here, let's say if I want to make a invoice. Okay, so let's say it's very simple. No major configurations are required as such. In F11 on the GST side, you just enable, and on the right hand side you have to enable e-waybill system, and here what all the criteria are there that you can make it over here. Now along with this, if e-waybill is e-invoice is applicable for your business, you can enable that also, but let me be simple enough for sending only e-waybill for the time being. Here I select a party. This is a Uttarakhand company and I'm selling it to a Maharashtra party. Okay, all the details are getting captured. 18th July, I'll select a product called as ballpoint pen. Okay, here I'm selling 100 quantity. Okay, 1 lakh is the amount. GST it is automatically calculating. It is IGST, and at the bottom now it is giving me a message that e-waybill is needed for this. So when I'm coming to e-waybill details, okay, here most of the things are getting captured. Because of the previous transactions with this party, it is capturing the distance also. Distance is basically from pin to pin. And if we do not know about this, we can go to the e-waybill portal and find out the pin to pin distance and then write it for the first time. Whenever I do the second transaction for this party, Tally will automatically capture it and it will do it for you. Friends, also the new system, what it says that if you do not know this distance, you can put a 0 in distance and at least upload for generating your e-waybill. Okay, now see friends, this is part A. The top part is part A and the bottom part is part B. Okay, so for at least generation of your e-waybill, okay, you need to fill up your part A, and part B can be done from the transporter. Let's say I'm having the transporter over here. I'm having other details also. Let's say I'm having the vehicle details also. Okay, I'm writing it over here. Okay, if I date also I want to specify vehicle, and it's a regular vehicle, not the over-dimensional cargo. So just completing this. So as soon as I save this transaction, it tells me that would you like to generate e-waybill? So I say yes, and now it is asking me for username and password. So let me give my username and password. I'm doing it on the Sandbox. It is having a different format of username and password. So friends, it was the same which I had shown you on the earlier video, that key it is like underscore API underscore that username and password. You have to fill it over here. So this is interacting with e-waybill system, and whatever is the response from the e-waybill system, okay, if there is any rejection or corrections to be done, so it rejects and gives you the prompt, and it gives you the message gets this many information is incomplete or not correct, or sometimes it happens that GST number is, oh, I got a message that e-waybill is generated successfully. So it does give the rejection errors also, and it communicates well with the portal. So I'll just print Alt P for printing. Let's say, and here is the preview. So in the preview, I see this transaction. The e-waybill is seen over here. It's some 12 or 15 digit number, and it gives all the information. And this, friends, after the invoice, there is a second page which tells me about e-waybill, and this print you can give it to your transporter, and it contains all the information which is needed for the e-waybill. Earlier, when we were generating through offline, this facility was not available, but now with this online connected services, it is available, and people would be using it very well. Okay, another thing is that here we have kept a separate number of copies for invoice, and if you want a separate copy, a number of copies for your e-waybill, you can set it over here by clicking on this number of copies. Okay, so friends, this is the simplest thing which I can think of, and it would make life better for people, because working in offline way, semi-automated way, And it's quite possible that there could be if we are using any other GSPs, because definitely there are many wonderful GSPs in the world whose services you can take it. But here using Tally and using the Tally as the GSP, okay, gives you relaxation that you don't have to move out from Tally. All the things can be done it from here itself. So that was a simple e-way bill. If you want to.
Darshan, there is one query. Do I
Uh-huh.
need to enter e-way bill credential every time after saving voucher?
Good question. It's not necessary to put, because there are the portal has given some rights that a software would be able to retain 6 hours of credentials. So let's say if my day starts at let's say 10 o'clock. So it'll say, and if I punch my first bill at 10 o'clock, till 6 hours it will be continued. So till 4 o'clock I don't have to worry about. But yes, after 4 hours it will be definitely asking because of the security reasons. So yes, this would be the scenario for username and password. Okay, that makes sense, Avinash?
Yes, yes.
Great. So this is this is company was exclusively for e-way bill. Now let me take you to the another company. Friends, this navigation is really helping me, because otherwise I would be struggling for this. So I'm going up. This is the browsing capability which has been provided in Tally Prime. This is exclusive. Okay, now let me take you to this e-invoice and e-way bill company. Okay, this Starlet Infotech, all are dummy companies. So from here, like let's say I want to show, there are many people in my organization have created the e-invoice. Invoices, they have made it, but now I have to send to the portal. So I have the option for bulk upload. Okay, so as I was talking about this top menu bar, okay, let's say I would be doing analysis of some stocks or anything of that sort. Okay, and then I would like to see the somebody said that we want to send all the invoice. So I can just click on this exchange. I can click on this send for e-invoicing. Okay, now see there are 2 invoices are ready and for which I need to send across. So I select this 2. And after selecting this 2, I can, this is one more option, the flexibility provided by Tally. Tally is always known for its flexibility and simplicity. So here I can say the offline option is also available. But friends, now with this online thing, I would definitely go to and just send it right now itself. So I'll just click on this. And here, oh, once again, it is asking me for password because this was another company. So let me give this another company details. So, so it says that e-invoice generated 2 and 2 e-way bill are also generated. Wonderful. So I'm happy that both the things have been generated. And if at all I want to see those 2 transactions, I can just go over here, Alt P for printing. And here I'm ready with the this is IRN. This is the QR code for e-invoice. And on the second page here, it says that the e-way bill is also ready. That this is very fast, and I feel that people would really enjoy such
Yes,
type of.
Yes, Darshan, responses are fabulous. Everyone seems to be excited to know more about this release. There is one query from Mr. Sanjay who is asking where many of the times they don't have Part B details. So while preparing invoice or e-way bill, how they can handle it?
Okay. So yes, this is one interesting question. It's quite possible that when I'm generating e-way bill, either I'm sending it through my own vehicle, so I may not have the transporter details, or if I'm sending it through transporter, then I don't have the vehicle number details with me. So in that scenario, I can do that in Tally. Like let's say I'm sending it one shipment. Let's say I'm selecting one product. Okay, once again the pen only I sell. 110 quantity. Okay, and here I say the other details, and now see here when I come, okay, I'll select the transporter. See, out of the two, one thing is very important, like either you provide a transporter ID or you provide vehicle number. So in Pramod's scenario, like he says that the transporter details are not known, but at least transporter vehicle details are not known. So if transporter ID, then it becomes necessary and compulsory for to be to make the e-way bill. So this information is necessary, and part B would be filled up by the transporter. Okay, so that becomes here I can say sending it, and I say yes for this, and it is, oh, see, it has got generated. Now when I do page up and here, okay, so when I see the print, I'll take up the second bit. My e-way bill has been generated, but yes, if at all like vehicle details are not been over here, then I can write it later also. I can update it later also. But basically, this would be the details filled up by the transporter, and he will take the printout. So here right now, I'm not having all the details. Let's say here vehicle number is blank and all those things I need to fill if later on it comes to me. Okay, but generally in this scenario, what happens? The transporter, when he's specifying the vehicle number and all those details in his system, so that time he will print the e-way bill. So that becomes easier for them, and rather people do not have to worry for that also. Okay, let's say this in friends, I would really like to try, want you to try this thing. This is the e-way bill QR code. So you just, if you want to scan it, just scan it and see. Through any scanner, like any QR code scanner, if you want to see, you can definitely see this, and you will find that it gets all the information. So what all information would be required for generating and movement of the goods to start the movement of goods? This is sufficient enough.
Yes,
I hope
yes, Mr. Sanjay has said thanks, but he has got one additional question where he can see all invoice e-way bill where part B is pending.
Oh, okay, okay. So there is one report in Tally for e-way bill. So once again, I'll make use of this go-to, and e-way bill, I'll just write EW and it takes me to that place. Okay, e-way bill. So these are without part B. So the right now I made this transaction 110 quantity. So it is me over here. So I can select this transaction and I can update part B over here. Let's see here. This is the information. Update part B. If I've done and if I want to make some changes, so I can undo also, and I can say mark part B as updated. So even all those things can be done it over here. So here, if I want to specify all the info, this would be a manual process. This would not be like fetching from the portal after the transporter filling up the all the details. So here I'll have to punch definitely. And place. And all the other details if I want to specify. As such, it gets captured from the portal itself, so he does not have to make it. Okay, and reason for update or anything of that sort, and I can just write it over here. Okay, done. So now it has moved from without part B to with part B. So here it will keep on shuffling. Okay, this is like entire report which is there in e-way bill. It is very neat and clean, and it will give you any businessman or any consultant or any accountant, if he wants to know the summary of his e-way bill position, whether it has been sent properly, any information is missing out into it, so that can get captured over here. Like here, if these transactions are having some missing information, okay, can be written over here, or incorrect information, then also it will prompt you over here. Transactions which were rejected can come to your place over here. See the things which are in blue. This blue color is just to say that this information is not provided by Tally. It has been provided by the portal. Okay, and where GSP has played a vital role. Tally India Private Limited, which is your GSP. Okay, it has messaged, taken the message from the portal and posted inside your Tally. And that's why it is coming in red. It is coming in blue. Okay, so this is the different reasons it gives you. It says that let me take up one area. E-way bill are generated for the same document number, so it will not allow you duplication of your transaction. if I'm going for the extension of the e-Waybill, even I can do extension of e-Waybill from Tally itself. On the right hand side, you are able to see this extension e-Waybill. So you can extend your e-Waybill also from Tally itself. OK, and if there are any other mistakes which I have done, it can also get captured over here. So this is one of the exhaustive list, and friends, just I need to correct them and then mark it as resolved and once again send it back. So this was the button like exchange, and you click on this and whatever transactions you want to send, it will go back for uploading to the portal. So see, this is like all the information, valid period lapsed. You cannot cancel this e-Waybill, or e-Waybill already, then you cannot extend because the period has gone. So these are all the rules and regulations we are following through of NIC, and based upon that, these reports getting generated. I hope.
Darshan, there is a question from Mr. Mathur. There is a question from Mr. Mathur. Can we cancel or extend validity period of e-Waybill from Tally?
Extension I just showed, it gives me all the details. If I want to cancel from Tally e-Waybill, yes, I can do it. Let's say once again from I go Alt G and I go to e-Waybill. Yeah, this question comes across because in the earlier versions of Tally that was not there. So let's say right now I am into generate. This was the transaction I had created. Now this was the transaction I had created. So I go back, I select this, and I have option for cancellation. So there are different ways I can cancel it. Like one thing is that mark it as cancel. Like if my consultant has or my accountant has cancelled on the portal itself, then he can just have to click on this mark as cancel. But now if he wants to cancel from Tally product itself, then he will just click on this cancel e-Waybill. He will write the reason over here. OK, this is testing. So enter. Now see, this I have tagged it as cancel, but I have not sent it to the portal. So I need to send this to the portal. So now see here it is pending for exchange with e-Waybill system. So this is the information it comes across for e-Waybill cancellation. So if I now I need to go over here to exchange, Alt G, send e-Waybill. So here this is the cancel. This I want to send. OK, for cancellation. So if I click this. OK, or if I want to select both the things, like if I want one I want to generate and one I want to cancel. So it will give me a prompt that key e-Waybill generation 1 and for cancellation 1. So if I say yes, and then it will give me whatever is the response, whether it is cancelled or not cancelled or rejected for cancellation. So that all the information it will give here itself after validating with the portal. But after cancelling, we need to send it to the portal. That should not be forgotten. So this is very much necessary to be done on to be sending. Again, one thing I would like, I got the information e-Waybill generated 1 and e-Waybill cancelled 1. So now it has got cancelled also. So now earlier cancellation we need to do from portal, but here we can do it from Tally itself. You don't have to go from outside the Tally. Maybe this was the reason why Avinash we got that question, right? Sir, I hope
yes,
this satisfies your requirement.
Thanks, message from Mr. Mathur.
OK, thank you, sir. And sir, there are many good videos available on our Tally YouTube channel, and it gives you a small videos about this, how to do extension of e-Waybill, how to cancel e-Waybill, how to create a e-Waybill. So all the small videos are available on the portal, and this would really help you. And if any problem you face, my partner is always available, and even Tally Solutions toll-free number would be Tally Care is would be waiting for your call, and we will definitely see to it that we get your answers there itself. So I hope this was an exhaustive area of e-Waybill things which is recently started from Tally, and this one new thing which Pramod, Avinash, any questions onto it?
No more question.
One question is there where user is asking, can we start using it?
Definitely, you can start using it right now. The beta is on the portal. Very soon we are launching it, the product. So we can get it from our portal itself. The beta version is also available on the portal. You can directly do it. So friends, it is just contact, get in touch with your partner. Okay, and it is available. So please do use it. Uh, so now let me take you to one of the very interesting thing which I would like to show you, and people would love it also. This is one of the very much needed area, but we were not being able to do this because of some rules and regulations we need to follow from the department side, and that's why I would like to show you something in relation to it. Let's say I do have one party which I'm creating, let's say Kamal Traders, some parties over here, and this party's GSTN number I've written over here. Now, whether this GSTN number is correct or not, and should I trade with this party or not, I am slightly skeptical. And if I want to get, I will get the information from the portal. But let's say if I want to see it from Tally itself, can I see that? Then on the right hand side, there's a new button which has been introduced, that is get GSTN and UIN information. I click this and I say yes to it, and yeah, I get some information. This is dummy company, so things would not match out. But yes, it gives me the information on the right hand side, blue. Okay, it says that Prabhavati and some legal name, and this is all dummy data. So here I'm getting also the details relating to registration type, whether it is regular, composition, or status is active, not active, e-way bill is blocked or not. So that status is also available. So based upon seeing on the right hand side, I can just write it over here and correct the things whatever I want. Like I want to correct my address to number 4, and those things I can make it across. Okay, so this is the way how exactly it gets fetched, and you can take a lot of decisions onto it. And it's not only while creating. It definitely while creating it, you can see it, but on a periodic basis also, if you want to see it, you can see it by Alt G, and you can say GST update party GSTN. Okay, there's one report which takes me all the parties on this place. Okay, wherein like I want to see all the parties together with the GSTN validation. So I click on this, all GSTN, and here, yes. So now it is interacting with NIC portal and it is fetching the information. There were 6 over here, and of that 4 has been received successfully. 1 was not found, and oh, there's something in red also. So, and yes, 1 was not even sent. Maybe I had not written entire 15 digit, and maybe that was the reason, or the format I'm not. So here, let's see. So what is there in red for me? So when I go into this red, oh, I can see that it has been blocked. Okay, so now I can think about whether trading with this party or not trading with this party. I can take up some decisions onto it. Basically, in the start level, yes, it is necessary, but even periodically this check needs to be done, because we don't know when the things can go wrong. So that's why this is the live portal with direct interaction with NIC portal, the authorized departments portal, we can say. And yes, this is very important. So this type of GSTN validation can now be done from Tally release 2 onwards. Similarly, we can do validation for the product HSN code also. So let's say I can take you to one of the report wherein like all the items and their HSN number you can see at one go. It's a very interesting report, friends. You should see it if you have not seen. Okay, GST rate setup. So on one screen itself, you can see all the products with their GST rates, and you can select a few, or you can click on control space bar to select all, and you can click on this get HSC information, and you click this and it will give you all the information. Really, see, it has given me all the information, and you can see it in details also. So whether my things are matching out with the details which my I've written over here, even chartered accountants who want to see, they can confirm that their number is somewhat matching with the description, then name what they have given for their product. So it's somewhere matching, and if there is any doubt onto it, they can definitely be in, interact and get it clarified that this is right or wrong. See, there are 2 things which are not just for the sake of punching something over there, it has been written over here. So this can be corrected, and This can be very useful for many people who are starting with their data, and now it has become much more stricter that now we need properly 6 digits and 8 digits and 4 digits, whatever. Like it should not be creating other problems for me while filing the returns of GSTR1 and any other reports. So I hope this also sounds good for everybody.
Darshan, there is one question.
Uh-huh.
We are providing services to our customers and do not have login ID for e-way bill on NIC portal. How do we validate GSTN of my customers?
Okay. So yes, I would like to draw one attention over here that yes, login of NIC portal is very much necessary. Now this NIC portal is basically hosting two areas. One is e-invoice and e-way bill. Both these websites are being hosted by NIC portal. So either of their login credentials would work out. But if they are not registered, they have to register in e-way bill, because e-way bill portal is quite open for many people. Even if they are not having e-way bill for their business, let's say they are into service business also, but they can register into e-way bill, because this GSTN validations and those things can be done only through credentials. It's necessary. They do not allow unauthorized people to log into their portal and fetch the information. And whatever information is shared by them, that we provide it onto the Tally software. So this is needed. Avinash, this is needed. We cannot ignore it.
Okay. Understood his message from customer.
Yeah, thanks. So this was an area wherein like I would wanted to see that key what all things we have covered today in this e-way bill. Let me take you to that instance generation of e-way bill. A single e-way bill we have created, e-invoice and e-way bill both. We saw bulk upload of that, and then we are bulk upload. Yes, we have seen part A, part B also we had seen fetching of information. Okay, then yeah, this has also been seen. Bird view of e-way bill portal. Yes, this has also been well taken up. Manage other operations like cancellation extension, that also we saw. Okay, and yes. This were many questions which has come across, just like what Avinash and Pramod are helping me for taking up questions, but this has come few questions which has come up by people here. When a user generates e-way bill by providing e-way bill portal credentials, what happens in a multi-user scenario? Can another user generate e-way bill without providing credentials as Tally Prime in saving these credentials for 6 hours? Okay, this is very simple. Okay, this can be answered in two scenarios. Basically, I would like to say that in your company, if it is with username and security control is on and everybody is having different username and passwords, then one user, okay, he will have to punch once the username and password of the credentials of the NIC portal, and then only he will be able to get that 6 hours of free smooth exchange of information. And if I'm saying that if I'm not having a company which is not with the security control, okay, then once one of the user has punched it, the credentials, all the others have the rights to exchange the data with the portal. So another questions may come across was that there is no offline support for generation of e-way bill with IRN. As such, if I say this is one of the portals thing also, that what we can do is in let's say I can generate e-invoice and e-way bill both, either online or offline. But if I've generated e-invoice online, okay, means I've sent the data from Tally and generated, okay, and then I want to make an offline file of e-way bill and then send it to the portal, then that would not work out. So that is the thing which we need to take care of. How will I know whether the connected issue services is related to a Tally. Acha. So this is basically to understand that if there are any errors in terms of connection, what happens and how do I tackle it? So here it is like I go to help. I go to about. This is also one functionality of Tally Prime. So this gives me an overall understanding about my product licensing, my computer hardware systems and my network system. So it gives me that. So here, this is the connectivity things which I'm able to show you. Show the status of online service. So I click this, it will take me to the portal and it will show me whether the services are on or not. So it is saying that the NIC portal, everything is working. So there's a tick mark over it. And if there are any issues relating to the product or anything of that sort, then it will show a red cross over here, which gives you an intimation that where's the problem exactly lies. So that was the question, I think. Yeah. I think, yes, we have seen this capability of additional capability of GST and verification. This was one of the topic which I have covered. Yeah, as I said, the important note was in relation to you need to have password. Thanks, Avinash, for asking that question. And what was this HSN wise rate? The friends, in the month of May, there was a change in GSTR1 for rate wise HSN summary. So that has been covered in release 2. So now you don't have to do any workaround for it. You can generate it from Tally Prime itself. These are not the functionality. Means whatever product updates we are doing it in Prime, not doing in Tally ERP. So those who are looking out for upgrades, get in touch with your partner. They will help you for upgrading for it. So that was all about yeah, and there is one more update in the recent days. We have in Tally Prime series, we had come up with QRMP, making QRMP of quarterly return and monthly payment scheme report file exports from Tally, JSON file exports from Tally, and also we had come up with TCS. And in TCS, we had addressed both the scenarios of cash basis and realization basis. So that also is well addressed in our Tally Prime. So please avail that if you are using it. Okay, so done for the connected services. And now I would really like to take you and friends, now you have to work together with me. Something very interesting which I would like to show you, and you would love it. Avinash will take the questions afterwards. Yeah, so here secured access to data on the move. And friends, this would become, once the knockdown is over, people will be on field and people have started being on field, and they would really like to have the information of their data in their hands. And what would be best option than mobile for your data access. So friends, this is one of the interesting thing which I would like to show to you. And for that, friends, I would like you to pick up your mobile, and I'll just do some configuration in my company, which will help you to see my company on your mobile. So here I'm just configuring. Yeah, this is my company. And now if I want to see this company on mobile, what I need to go do is that I open, let me take you to my mobile as such. So so this is one thing which I can do. So I'm just connecting it. Friends, you can also do it, not the process what I'm doing right now. Yeah, so friends, this is my mobile, and Avinash, just confirm me whether you are able to see the mobile on the screen.
Yes, Darshan.
Yeah, so I hope you are able to see the icon also, that Tally reports. That's something.
Yes, we can see icon over the screen.
Yeah, so I just need to click on this icon, Okay, and it takes me and it browse me to some area, and here it takes me to this accessing some company of mine. So my company Darshan, this ABC Enterprise, I'm able to see with highlights because this company I have connected, and here it is like I can see balance sheet, profit and loss account. So this is like I'm just clicking balance sheet. Okay, and it is opening a balance sheet for me. So if I take it on, let's say I'm just making it, yeah. So it's an horizontal view. I've just tilted my mobile and see, friends, you are able to see it in, now once again I've tilted my mobile and it is coming to vertical view. And this is like you can go for any such reports like this. In this, I'm able to see I can download this in Excel, PDF, and scale factor. Like if I want to see it in millions or I want to see it in lakhs, I can say click on being Indian company. I'll just see in lakhs and I'll be able to see that report. So this is one interesting thing which has come up. And let's say if I go to any other report, let's say I want to see day book. So day book is like it's showing me of 1st November, and then if I want to change it, I can change it to another day also. Like here it is like 30th October, and I can just change it. I've just you can see on the right hand side 2 buttons over there. So this helps me to toggle between the dates. So this is one of the area which I can really do surfing on my mobile well with the data. So this is the way how exactly it works out. There are some other reports also which you can really see. Here I would like to show you something. Let's say if I want to see the sales register, and yes, I'm able to see the sales register April month, May month, June month. I'm able to see it, and if I show details, so it shows me the cumulative closing balances of my sales, and it shows me that till November I have made a sale of more than something 61 lakh rupees. So this gives me a good summary about that subject. And yeah, here I can change the period. This is the way how I can change the period and navigate. This is very exciting. This one report I would like to show to anybody, whenever I go for a demo and whenever whomsoever I'm showing you this tally. There's a stock query, and this is a product I'm selecting. So this report gives me a pure 100% summary about this product. So it tells me that what is the closing stock available with me, what is the value of it, the cost price, the standard selling price, and it gives me more details about that this product I've purchased from whom all people. Definitely Havels, I'm purchasing from directly Havels, but what is the consistency on my purchase of it? So I can see that if I'm making a sale to any other person, then I'm able to see it like I'm selling it at what price and what quantity to other people. If I want to see it is in my which go down, so 3 quantities there in my Tilak Nagar and 2 is in my Sanpada, so that I can really see it from here itself. And if at all I do not have this product, just see this, like this is the blue color. Okay, and if I do not have this blue color wire, I'm able to see that I'm having red color wire. I'm having other polycab also, or black option, blue option. So this report gives me an alternate also. So whenever my sales people are on field, they really are looking out for such things, that they would like to know what is the stock available with me, or if any other reports also, if they want to see now, if any order is out, they can many things they can do from this application. It's not an application, it's just a browser which is helping them to get fetching all the reports from my tally data. So I hope this is an interesting, friends. If you really like this, then please do comment on the chat option.
Darshan, there is a lots of comments. Really amazing. Wow. There is one question. Is this
Okay.
new app launched by Tally?
It is not an app. It is, friends. It is just like one browser. I'd gone to Tally website and I've just put in my credentials over here. So even if you want to put and see this credentials, just I'll give you the credentials are over here. Basically, this is you can write a demo tally user @gmail.com, demo tally user @gmail.com. Oh, something interesting thing has happened. Okay. Like if I go and add one more. Okay, if I go to Tally website here. Okay, I just need to go to Tally website, tallysolutions.com, login. I need to provide their demo tally user @gmail.com, and the password is 12345. Friends, you all can see it. And if there are any changes, you will find it in chat. If I'm
Darshan, can you reconfirm password?
12345. The username is demo tally user @gmail.com, and the password is 12345. Friends, sometimes this company does not work, but if there is any change, then you might be getting other username and password on the chat options. So kindly see that the username and password over there. Please punch those username and password in the chat, which for the session. Yeah. And friends, you will be able to see this company your way, like this many company comes across, like group company vouchers and things. I hope this was an interesting work exercise or workshop like thing. Like friends, people have loved this and they are using it to a good extent. And I really feel that one should make optimum use of the things which is there and entitled for you. This is like you already have. You don't have to take anything extra for this. Yeah, we can take a few questions if there are any.
So how do you create a user for this? Is there any separate special user, I mean login ID password for this?
Nothing as such. I'll just show you one. In Tally, you can get in touch with your partner also for this. Yeah, let's say if I go into this company and if I create a username over here. Okay, sorry, here, and let's say a username and passwords. Okay, so here I can just go and put the new user over here. Okay, let's say I can give a TallyNet user. I can write one email address, and if it is a new user, so it will prompt me to create it. And once I've created it, and then I click on this company for connecting. So once this is connected, you will be able to see on your mobile. That's the only thing we need to do.
Darshan, there is one more query. What are the charges of this facility?
How much should we charge, Avinash? So nothing, friends. No charges for it. Only the things is that these works with the TallyNet services. So the annual subscription, what you are paying every year for TallyNet, Tally subscription, software subscription. Okay, that is sufficient enough for all the services. So your e-way bill, connected services, your e-invoice connected services, your synchronization, your Tally upgrades, this what we say, this connected the mobile thing what I had showed you right now. Okay, that all things is bundled into TSS, so you need not pay anything additional for this subject. So I think we'll just on a verge of closure, wherein like there are few other capabilities. Just wanted to bring to your notice in Tally Prime. Few more things has come up which could be useful for you. It is like one of the printing option we have optimized it. there are many people who are making invoices who's having a lot of items and which goes into 3-4 pages. So there is an optimization option available which reduces your paper consumption to at least 50 to 80%. So based upon your data and based upon your information, this varies. So we have seen that around 80% of the paper also gets saved to a good level. So please make use of that option. We have developed a dynamic help option where like you can really explore the product in a different way. Like you can just go from Tally to this help button and you can click on this help. And it takes you to help.tallysolutions.com and you can punch whatever you want over here. Okay, and once you're punching it over here, okay, it is a Tally's intranet which will give you all the information like what is there for e-way bill, work from home, how you can do it. And there are few TDS, how to record this new section which has come up. And this May wala thing which was a workaround. So this is all the new shortcut buttons and all those things will be seen in this area. And friends, the interesting thing is that when you go for exploring that, there's at times you will find some few videos also and step by step how exactly things work out. So friends, please do avail and make use of this help option. About page which I've shown you, it talks about your license, your computer, your connected services, and many other information. It's basically helpful for you also. And whenever we are troubleshooting, whenever you are facing problem, that time also we can do it. Another thing is that single sign-in. This is useful for chartered accountants or even the businesses where there are more than many companies which you are working on. So with one single sign-in, I can log in into all the companies which I'm opening. Backup restore has a good multi-location facilities, like you can restore and take the backup in multiple locations. This is one good feature which has come up. Yeah, and friends, this is some important notes which has come up. Though we continue to support for ARP9, however, the development has been stopped for this version of Tally. So yes, friends, we are a single product company, and being a single product company, we have to concentrate on our latest product. And yes, we will support ERP till whatever it has been developed till its last release. Okay, but all the additional things will be done on Tally Prime. So being on Tally Prime will ensure that you are fully compliant with all the existing rules and regulations. That is our promise, and we see to it that we meet to it to the best way. So that's why we always suggest to be on the latest and avail all the benefits. Any future development will be integrated with Tally Prime only. That's the statement which you have said. What do I need to do to move to Tally Prime Release 2? Nothing great. Just think about, take a decision that you want and first get in touch with my partner, and they will be there with you. If you are having for commercial part, like if your TS is valid, then it's free for you. If TSS is expired, so kindly renew it. And after renewing, you get all the freebies on along with it. What I said just in the just 2 minutes before, and it will be there for 1 year. Your license is perpetual. Okay, your license is perpetual. It is there for lifelong. Okay, only the updates gets restricted with this 1 year. So friends, never think about that your Tally will get stopped at any point of time. Your Tally is yours. Okay, it is your perpetual license. Your transition from Tally ERP 9 to Tally Prime will be seamless. That's promise. And friends, please do take a backup before doing it. And why I'm saying with an asterisk mark, because sometimes, very rarely it happens. So, but if anything, we can help you to revert also. So, but yeah, and be assured that if at all you want to check it out, the coexistence does there is a coexistence available. Both the things, your ERP and Prime, both would work for some time. Can I get the free trial license for Tally Prime to evaluate? Yes, 7 days is trial license we are giving for all the prospects. And if I upgrade, will it overwrite my existing Tally ERP9 version? as it may hinder my business operations? Or can I install Tally Prime separately and migrate my data once I am comfortable? That's obvious. That's obvious. No, you need not worry about that. If you want to install it in separate folder and continue working on your ERP for some days just to evaluate that Tally Prime is working and it is my data are intact over it. Okay, then definitely that evaluation is there. And I have seen people just after installing within next a few minutes, they have moved to Prime. And after moving to Prime, I have not seen them going back until unless there are some exceptions into it. But yes, do get in touch with your partners if there are any customizations done or anything for that. So I always feel that your partner is a partner, a Tally partner is a partner in your business also in a growth path. So please get in touch with him. He will give you a proper idea about like how exactly we can plan your migration. Why Tally Prime is not supporting 32-bit operating system? Yes, we are not supporting 32-bit operating system for this product. Is on 64-bit application for runs on Windows 7 or later. Okay, that is base minimum criteria. With rapid changes in technology, most of the hardware devices manufactured moved to 64-bit architecture that is more responsive when running several programs simultaneously and switching between them frequently. To benefit from the real advantage of combination of 64-bit architecture and 64-bit operating system, for the best performance, Tally Prime is designed as a 64-bit application. Yes, definitely, and many security reasons. That means the world has changed, friends. The world has changed. Now we cannot really work on Windows 98, right? We cannot work on Windows 98. Even we cannot work on Windows XP, and that's why we need to move ahead. And maybe it may attract some cost to it, but friends, it also gives us more security and more features and more benefits. So this thing. Yeah, so any questions, friends? I'm really thankful for the patient hearing, and I would like to rest the presentation from our side from all the topics which we wanted to discuss. We have slightly overshoot the time, but some good interactions, some good questions had come up, and also like there are good things in the product, so you can definitely explore it to a different level. Then Pramod and Avinash, what say? I hope people are happy with whatever we showed them in the product.
Yes, definitely, Darshan. There are lots of messages. Thanks, nice sessions.
I'm sure there would be some people who would have also said not nice, but you're not saying that. No, but friends, I've really felt people, those who are using Tally Prime has really got a lot of benefits, and they are really enjoying it. Yes, there could be something which requires an adoption time. Okay, and that adoption time, we are there together with you. My partner is there with you. So please do not keep the problems with you. Just pass on to us. We'll see to it that we give you the best answers for your requirement. Okay. So thank you, friends. More questions will just open up, keep open for still few minutes, and we'll close it. Thank you. Thank you.